Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Gold Rush, Whitewater exclusive. Flood gold and huge nuggets have Dustin's team pumped up. Discovery's hit series Gold Rush. Whitewater is finally back, and we have missed the icy plunge pools o' gold, as Dakota Fred is still shaming men half his age with his stamina and overall fitness. And his son Dustin is hot on a streak of finding big chunks of gold in the bottom of a raging creek that can sweep you off your feet. But we learned that Fred is hanging back home in Oregon in the beginning thanks to COVID, as his concerns are about staying healthy. TV Show's Ace has the exclusive clip from Gold Rush, Whitewater premiering tomorrow on Discovery Channel. It's more exciting than ever. It shows how James, who is part of the crew that includes James Ham, Carlos Miner, Wes Richardson, and Dustin Hurt, has discovered flood gold which is hidden in crevices and smaller pools above the rapids. What happens on Gold Rush, Whitewater? A late start to the season shortens the Dakota boys' mining window, and with record snowfall, the crew faces the most dangerous conditions ever. Dustin Hurt picks up right where he left off at Rockfall Ravine, while Fred's future diving for gold lies in the balance. There has been mining for 120-plus years in Haines, Alaska, and Dustin is into his 6th year of actual mining in the water. He wants the big gold, and Dustin believes he is on the edge of a huge windfall and wants to rake it in. They try a new tactic with explosives, as Hurt describes the new techniques as game-changing in the extended trailer. The men set off explosives underwater as the boulders split and reveal quarter-sized nuggets. Half-ounce nuggets everywhere, according to a hopeful Dustin. The Dakota boys return to Alaska and the richest waters they have ever mined. But after a pandemic has shut down the world, they have no time to spare. Father and son are both hunting for gold. Dustin says it may be Fred's last season up at the creek site in Haines, Alaska. For 5 seasons, the Chilkat Mountains have seen both Fred and Dustin, but this season Fred is delayed. The crew has less than 100 days to work. Dustin reunites the band, Wes Richardson, Carlos Miner, and Paul Richardson, plus James Ham. There is a gold vein that has over time deposited the gold in plunge pools, as last season at McKinley Falls, Dustin reaped huge gold nuggets. They even found a 1-ounce nugget. He believes they can beat last year. Fred Hurt is now 76 years old, and he is cautious about COVID. Fred hangs back in Oregon in the beginning of this season. He knows that he's in the danger zone for the virus. The Alaskan wilderness is unforgiving, but for the men of *** Gold Rush, Whitewater ***, it's the land of hidden riches and untold adventure. This season, Dustin Hurt and his crew are on the hunt for something more than just survival. They're chasing the elusive dream of striking it rich with flood gold and colossal nuggets buried deep in the frigid waters of remote Alaska. Dustin Hurt, the son of veteran gold miner Fred Hurt, has carved out a reputation as one of the most daring gold miners in the industry. With his fearless team of divers, mechanics, and adventurers, Dustin is back with a renewed sense of determination. The stakes are higher than ever, and the lure of flood gold, the fine gold particles washed downstream during powerful flash floods, has them fired up. The thrill of finding flood gold is like no other. It's gold that has traveled far, carried by torrents of water, and deposited in cracks and crevices where it waits to be discovered. But unlike typical placer gold mining, extracting flood gold requires extreme measures, making Dustin's operation one of the most challenging in the world. This season begins with the crew's relentless quest in one of Alaska's deadliest rivers, a raging force of nature that doesn't care about dreams or ambitions. The sheer power of the water has Dustin's crew on edge, knowing that one wrong move could end in disaster. But it's also the same water that carries the gold they're after. The stakes are clear: no risk, no reward. For Dustin and his team, the challenge is more than just about finding gold. It's about pushing the limits of what's possible. With customized dredging rigs, underwater cameras, and state-of-the-art pumps, the crew is ready to go deeper and harder than ever before. This isn't your typical gold mining operation. It's a high-octane, adrenaline-fueled battle against the elements. Each day, the crew plunges into the icy depths, where visibility is low, currents are strong, and every dive is a test of endurance. It's a battle between man and nature, with the rewards hidden beneath layers of bedrock. But when the team hits a pay streak, it's all worth it. That flash of gold glinting under the surface is the promise of a big payday and the validation of all their hard work. The thrill peaks when they begin pulling out sizable nuggets. These aren't just specks of gold dust. They're chunky, gleaming pieces of pure wealth. For Dustin, every large nugget is a reminder of why they're out there braving the cold, the rapids, and the constant danger. It's the kind of gold that can change lives, the kind that makes all the pain and sacrifice seem worth it. But getting to those nuggets requires more than just skill and perseverance. It requires a team that works like a well-oiled machine. Each member of Dustin's crew plays a critical role in this high-risk operation. Whether it's Carlos, the diver who risks life and limb underwater, or Wes, the mechanic who keeps the equipment running in sub-zero temperatures, everyone has to be at the top of their game. Tensions run high as the team pushes their equipment and themselves to the breaking point. The powerful water can dislodge boulders, create treacherous whirlpools, and hide dangers that even the most experienced divers can't anticipate. But for this team, the potential rewards outweigh the risks. They're not just chasing gold, they're chasing a dream. As the season progresses, the crew's efforts begin to pay off. They hit pockets of flood gold, fine, powdery gold that's been ground down and carried far from its source. It's a sign that they're getting closer to a major deposit. The excitement is palpable as sluices start filling with more and more gold, each pan revealing richer results than the last. But it's the discovery of those huge nuggets that really gets the adrenaline pumping. These are the kind of finds that miners dream about, the kind that make headlines and turn ordinary people into legends. For Dustin and his crew, each nugget is a testament to their relentless pursuit of gold in one of the harshest environments on Earth. With the flood gold piling up and nuggets becoming more frequent, there's a sense of camaraderie and shared success among the team. They faced danger, exhaustion, and the ever-present threat of failure, but they've come through stronger, bonded by the pursuit of a common goal. Every nugget, every pan of gold is a victory, not just for the individual who finds it, but for the entire crew. However, the journey is far from over. The crew knows that the Alaskan wilderness doesn't give up its riches easily. The weather can turn in an instant, equipment can fail, and the river's currents can change course, making the gold even harder to reach. But that's what drives these men: the challenge, the uncertainty, and the promise of striking it big. As the season builds to a climax, the team's determination is unwavering. They've come too far and sacrificed too much to turn back now.